How I was framed by Ndlea personnel assisting drug barons to ship cocaine to Nigeria, the disgraced DCP Abba Kyari. So, it's no more IPOB members. Honestly, this is really a very big disgrace to Nigeria police force. Okay, guys, if you are here for the first time, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for always having you here. The suspended Super Corp and the former commander of the Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abba Kyari, has accused the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency of assisting drug traffickers. Kyari added that a corrupt Ndlea officer framed him after he went to demand compensation for a whistleblower who provided information that led to the arrest of a suspect by IRT. He made the claim in a 500 million naira fundamental human rights enforcement suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/182/22. Kyari, who is currently in custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Ndlea, is facing trial over his alleged involvement in drug trafficking. He had before his arraignment on March 7th instituted illegal action to challenge his arrest and detention by the agency. Kyari is, among other things, praying the court to order the Nigerian government to pay him 500 million naira and also tender written apology to him in 2 national dailies for the unlawful violation of his fundamental human rights. He is further praying the court for a declaration that arrest and continued detention of the applicant by the agent of the respondents without bringing him before a court of competent jurisdiction from 12th of February 2022 to date is illegal, unlawful, and a gross violation of applicants' fundamental right to personal liberty and freedom of movement guaranteed by Section 35, 1 in bracket of the 1999 Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and Article 6 of the Africa Charter on Human and People's Rights Ratification and Enforcement Act. A declaration that announcing the applicant in the press without giving him a right to fair hearing, none establishing a prima facie case against him is illegal, unlawful, and an infringement on his fundamental rights. A declaration that declaring the applicant syndicate of the suspect without establishing a prima facie case against the applicant is unlawful and an infringement on his fundamental right. A declaration that torture, degrading, inhuman treatment given to the applicant by the agent of the respondent is illegal, unlawful, and an infringement on the applicant's fundamental human rights. A declaration that refusal to grant administrative bail to applicants on alleged bailable offense is unlawful and infringement on the applicant's fundamental human rights, as well as an order of the Honorable Court restraining the respondent's agent, servants, process, police, or anyone acting on their behalf from further harassing, detaining, intimidating, arresting the applicant unlawfully. An affidavit filed by Kyari has read that on that fateful day, the suspect as usual shipped drugs, which is cocaine, from Ethiopia to Enugu airport. The officer of Ndlea cleared him within the airport. Then, officer of FBI IRT arrested the suspect with the help of an information that before the information accepted to work with the, that before the informant accepted to work with the officers of IRT, they both had an agreement to compensate the informant. That officers of IRT, having noticed that officers of Ndlea was the ones clearing the said suspect with his drugs, they immediately took the suspect to Ndlea and also reported their officers involved in the act. That instead of the Ndlea to handle the matter accordingly and bring their officers involved to book, they decided to frustrate informant, thereby refusing to compensate the informant. That it was at this junction that the attention of the DCP Abba Kyari was caught, who, because the Ndlea officer involved is his friend, decided to intervene for the purpose of compensating the informant. That Ndlea officer who refused to compensate the informant was the one who framed the DCP Abba Kyari up on a trumped-up allegation that he was trying to bribe him. That the agent of the respondent declared the applicant wanted because of a mere allegation that he was trying to bribe an Ndlea officer without sufficient proof. That the Nigerian police force, based on the allegation of the respondent, arrested the applicant on February 12, 2022 and handed over to the Ndlea. Okay, the affidavit reads. Okay, guys, you've all heard it now. That is the suspended DCP Abba Kyari. Someone said, shameless man and the Yahoo police. This is just the beginning of your story. By the time you will begin to confess for thousands of innocent Biafrans you wasted, you will understand that there is hell, fire on earth. This Igbo lawyer that is defending Abba Kyari remains of one Edo lawyer that handled a land case for my uncle. He continued lying till he mistakenly told the court that the land does not belong to my uncle. The rest was history. So it is no more IPOB members. I think it is now the IPOB members in Ndlea. Okay? So it's no more the hand of IPOB and the handwork of IPOB members. Now the Ndlea framed you up. Oga, continue. Better answer the query given to you. Okay, guys, these are some reactions by Nigerians. The truth is that the DCP Abba Kyari, the suspended DCP Abba Kyari, will not get this funny because the whole world is watching. And don't also forget that this is not the only case Abba Kyari is having. He also having a case, a fraud case that is between him and a fraudster, Hush Puppy. Okay, he have a case to answer in the US with the FBI. Nigerian government have not still extradited him to the US before he got himself into this. But Nigerians are watching and waiting to see how Nigerian government is going to treat this very one. Because Abba Kyari is one of those police super cop Nigerians, really look up to, not knowing that he's one of the kingpin. Okay, so guys, let me just drop it here. Kindly share your thoughts. What's your take? Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for listening here. Bye for now.